Hi there, my name is Erik and I play bass, and here are a few things that I usually advise new and early speed quad Cortex users to do with their units if they are intending on using their units live and whatnot. These are things that I've done to my unit and that I utilize in my day-to-day setup, and hopefully this might be useful to someone out there as well. So with that being said, let's get started. So the first thing that I like to do is that I go into settings, I go into master volume knob assignment, and I make sure that the volume knob of the unit only controls the headphone output and not output 1, 2, 3, 4 or the send 1, 2. And the reason for this is that the volume knob is something that you can accidentally bump into at a live show, and that can have catastrophic consequences, if you will. Say that you've balanced your preset to be at perfect output volume at 12 o'clock, and suddenly someone bumps the volume knob all the way up and you're sending a way too hot signal to your onstage amp and to the front of house, and it's just terrible. So this way you can avoid this particular disaster by making sure that the volume knob only controls the headphone output. With that being said, I actually sometimes assign the volume knob to control the volume of output 1 and 2, and that is for when I'm using the quad Cortex as more of a mixing console for both vocals and guitars and whatnot, and I'm running it directly into the powered PA system of the school where I teach music. But with that being said, 99% of the time I only use the volume knob to control the headphone volume. Another aspect that is worth mentioning is that I always make sure that my presets are peaking at around -14.5 to -12.5 dB when I'm clicking the output block. This was something that we did when we did the factory presets for the unit, and this is hopefully something that you can apply to your own presets as well. Make sure that they are not being too hot and that you need to parry them with the volume knob. Make sure that your presets are peaking between -14.5 to -12.5 dB, and you should be good to go running your quad Cortex straight to the front of house, say. The second thing that I tell people to do is to pad the level of send 1 and 2. For some reason the output volume of send 1 and 2 is a wee bit too hot. There's probably a good reason for that, but I bring my send level down to around -5.2 decibels. So if I'm using external devices in my effects loops of the quad Cortex, I'm not hitting them too hard and whatnot. I've heard rumors that they are planning on padding the send levels, but nothing has been confirmed yet, so I figured it might be worth mentioning. The third and last thing that I tell people to do, or that I do to my unit, is that I've switched places between the tap tempo and the tuner. So if I press the tuner / tap tempo button twice, I go into the tuner, and if I long press it, I get into the tempo adjustment menu. And the reason for that is that whenever I'm using time-based effects, these are usually set to a pretty exact parameter or what have you, and accidentally going into tap tempo is something that can be pretty tedious when you're playing live. So this way I never need to worry about accidentally going into tap tempo if I'm stuttering on my right foot for some reason. So I like to myself change places between tap tempo and tuner. So there you have it. Those are the three things that I usually advise people to maybe consider on their units when they are getting started with an early speed quad Cortex. And these are things that I've done myself and that I utilize on a daily basis on my unit. So with all this being said and done, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. My name is Erik and I play bass, and I'll see you guys and gals and cats and dogs in the next video. Until next time, take care. Bye.